Hi everyone. I realized I was not ready for the stream. Hi, how's it going? How's everyone doing today? I got my WordCamp Canada toque on, WordCamp A. I got two flavors of it today. Check this out. I got this one and I got this one. I'm gonna wear the black one. This makes me look tough. All right. Well, I don't really know what I'm doing today. I just was going to do a bit of a recap of WordCamp Canada. So let's see. Oh, that's my email. You don't need to see my email. Or that. Oops. My God, no one's watching. I think I'm connected to all the things. Okay, cool. Let's get the old WordCamp Canada up here. I had an absolutely fantastic time at WordCamp Canada. Oh my God, I'm streaming 15 minutes early. That's why nobody's here. My timer's all screwed up. What? All right, well, I'm just gonna hang out on here. See what happens. I got a new computer, so everything's all I'm setting it all up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if anything works. I don't know if my audio's in sync. I have no idea. I have no idea. That's why I did this wrong. So I'm going to go back to the starting soon because we don't start for another 14 minutes. Hi, let's try this again. Good morning, everyone. I jumped on stream 15 minutes early because my timer was wrong. So I did that. Oh, look, it's my face. How is everyone doing this fine morning? I'm going to quit my stream timer. It caused me grief this morning. There we go. Yeah, so you can't see. You can't see. Where's my, there it is. I got my WordCamp Canada toque on. I got two of them. And there we go. WordCamp Canada. I did this, did the other part too. Nice hat. Yeah, I got two hats, Troy. I stole one of the orange ones. Huh? Look at that.
Oh, great.
Nice.
It's Troy Chaplin.
Malcolm Peralti, hello. How is it going? I see you there on Twitter. We're over here on Twitch if you're interested in joining the chat. Otherwise, you're welcome to just hang out. It's great seeing you at WordCamp Canada. Malcolm and I worked together at 10 Up a million years ago, I believe. And it was good seeing him. I haven't seen him in a long time. So, yeah, I stole the orange one on the second day or something. I don't know, whatever it was. So today I don't have any code stuff to do. I mean, we can probably get into some code stuff, but I was thinking about just maybe doing a bit of a recap of WordCamp Canada, how amazing it was, how much fun I had. And also I got a new computer while I was away. So I think everything's working. Just tell me if things seem weird, if audio levels are off, or if like you can't hear me, or if I sound like a robot, or I don't know. All those things. Carolina, hello Carolina, good to see you. Yeah.
Oh, great.
How is it
it's
going?
Carolina Pona.
Yes, it is. The amazingly talented Carolina. I got bad news about, I'm sure we all know this now, but the icon block that I've been working on is not going to make it into 6.9. That is a bummer, but it makes sense because we have some dependencies that just don't exist for it right now. There's a talk of an API for icon registration, which I think is very much needed because we have a number of blocks that use icons. We have the social icons block. We have there's another one too. I can't remember. It's the one that you're working on, Troy, with the monochrome stuff. Anyways, so there's that, and there's also we don't have any block supports for width and height, and those things need to be in place before we can get it done. So I'm going to continue working on it. Oop, as I bang the mic, I'm going to continue working on it, and we'll see if we can get it into 7.0. So there's that. Right. Okay. Cool. So WordCamp Canada, we were in Ottawa again. It was a great time. Carlton U was fantastic. I thought it was a great venue. It was really easy to get to. I took the OC Transpo, the train, from my hotel every morning. It was nice, easy. I had to change trains once, but it was super easy. It took me like 20 minutes. It was great. I actually ran into Constantine Oberlin from also from Automatic, who I've never met, but he's the tallest person I think on the planet. Nicest guy in the world. We ran into each other on the train, and I was wearing my vest that I have that says .org on it that I got at a meetup, like an Automatic meetup, and he saw it and he was like, Automatic, and I'm like, Automatic, and he's like, because I recognized him because how can you not, right? But so we were chatting, and yeah, super nice guy, really nice guy. And yeah, he's been around the WordPress world forever, and I don't know, I can't remember what his title is at Automatic. I need to look it up again, but I think it's like super director of engineering. Yeah, I know. So funny story about that. We were all the automaticians who were at WordCamp Canada were gathering for a photo. So I saw him go into one of the rooms, and I said, "Oh, I'll go grab him and come right back." So he walked into a room of people. And there wasn't that many people in there, and I walked in, and he disappeared. It was like there was no other exit. He just disappeared, and he did so by just sitting down. When I walked in, I was literally like, "What? Where? Like, I'm like, how do I miss this? What am I doing here? What is this, Troy? Oh yeah, that's the photo. There he is, and there's me looking like I don't have my eyes open. Brian, James." Lovely booth staff who I don't remember all their names, but I met them. And this guy, who we all know, Mr. Matt. This is a you gave Matt this. If you can't see what this is, can I zoom in? Hold on, I can't zoom in. Why is my keyboard not working? There we go. It's maple syrup from Canada. Ooh, there we go. So yeah, so that was the team photo. Look, like I've never felt so short. My son is 6'5", right? And I don't feel this short beside him as I do beside Constantine. But he's like the nicest guy in the world. A liter of cola, a liter of cola. Please tell me somebody gets that reference. Farver. Come on, liter of cola. Yeah, he's 6'5". Yeah, he's tall. Yes, thank you, Bad Dude Court. You get all the internet props today. Super Troopers, great movie, fantastic movie. Yes, they are. I've heard the same thing, and it's going to be great. The first one is so funny. The opening scene. So if you're not familiar with Super Troopers, it's about like a highway patrol, right? I can't remember where they're based in the northern United States, I think, or maybe they're in Canada and they're just right on the border. I can't remember. But it starts with them having a Vermont. That's it. Thank you. It starts with them having a maple syrup chugging contest at like a little diner. It is so funny, and it spawned the phrase "I am all that is man." Okay, we have to find that. I'm all that is man. There's got to be a video of this. Here it is. We're going to pause the music just to hear this. Can you hear this?
1, 2, 3. Do it. Oh, go girlfriend. I'm your mother. Come on, Thorny. You're losing to the rookie. It's embarrassing. Come on, Rabbit. You can do it. Oh, Rabbit, he's killing you. I got Thorny in front by a lot. What's the matter? Your mama didn't teach you how to chug? Come on, Thorny. Come on, Thorn. Oh.
Oh.
I am all that is man. Every time. Finish it up.
All right. That is a funny movie. The funniest line in that movie, in my opinion, is very not safe for work, but it is. The guys get stuck. Long story short, they get locked in the back of a big rig trailer because the bad guys, whatever. And so the Thorny comes and unlocks the back of the door, and it's just the two guys in there. And he walks up. The first thing he says, he goes, "It smells like sex in here." It is the funniest line of all time, and so wildly not safe for work. But oh, such a good movie. Such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. Go and watch it. Find it. I don't know where it's streaming, but man, it's good. That is so good. I don't know where that came from, but that was an amazing trip down memory lane. Anyways, back to WordCamp Canada. So I want to give a shout out to Troy because he did an amazing job. He was the speaker lead. He wrangled all of the craziness. There was a speaker that we didn't think was going to make it because of like visa issues, and so he just like deftly just got in there and rearranged the schedule and made it all work. And then yeah, it was great. So I think everything went off without a hitch. There were some internet issues at the beginning, which is always internet issues at every WordCamp, and the team handled it like rock stars. It was amazing. Anyways, I can't say enough good things. Venue was awesome. Food was great. It was really good. The after party was so much fun, except for the Blue Jays losing, but that's okay because now they're going to the World Series. Go Jays. Go Jays. We are a Jays positive stream here. Anyways, I wanted to point out a couple of things. What do I want to point out? Okay. So I did two talks there. The first was I did a full session on the Block Developer Cookbook, which was so much fun. I was very condensed. It's baseball, Carolina. Sorry, it's sports ball, as I like to call it. I don't usually watch baseball. I don't usually really follow sports. I played hockey my whole life because I'm Canadian, and it's sort of like that's what you have to do, or they kick you out. Yeah, I just enjoy it. But because the Jays are doing so well, they haven't been to the World Series since 1992 and 93, where they won back-to-back World Series, and they haven't been back since, and they're going back to the World Series. So hopefully we're going to do it. Anyway, I forget what I was saying now. What was I saying? All right. The soccer and football Wow, hockey, soccer, and football. So, Caroline, when you say hockey, you're talking ice hockey or field hockey? Because my good friend Jonathan Boston, who's on my team, his son plays hockey, but it's field hockey in South Africa, not ice hockey. So, just want to clarify. And I should say I played ice hockey my whole life. I think it kind of goes without saying. I'm Canadian after all. Right. So ice hockey, we have bandy. Ice hockey, we have band. Oh, is that what you call field hockey? Bandy? What? Bandy. What? Oh! Oh, I never heard of this. Bandy is the most insane variation of ice hockey you'll ever see. Oh, I don't want to go there. Interesting. So it's sort of like bandy is a winter sport and ball sport played by two teams wearing ice skates on a large ice surface while using sticks to direct balls. Oh wow, okay. So it's like they're wearing hockey equipment. That is a gigantic ice surface though. Oh, I've never heard of this. This is so cool. Yeah, like how big is the ice surface though? It was introduced to Canada in Winnipeg in 1986. The goalie has no stick? What? It's played on ice with a small bat sticks. That's crazy. Okay, so because that looks... I don't think you can see that, but that looks like an absolutely massive ice surface. Like NHL, like ice hockey rinks are not that big. That's crazy. I've never heard of this. I'm gonna have to check it out. That looks so cool. All right. Oh, yeah. Here we go. The first bandy. Oh wow. Oh my God, that looks like a comical version of like the hockey net. That's crazy. Look at the size of that net. It's like a soccer net. Or football. I think it's bigger than Olympic size. Look at that. That's insane. How many players? How many players do they have for that? The goalie has just these gloves. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's what is that? 10 players plus the goalie? Does that make sense? Wow. Okay. Cool. So in ice hockey, you play 5-on-5 and then a goalie. But yeah. So it's like soccer on ice. This is crazy cool. Is there like what is this? Is there body contact? Oh, here we go. Penalty area. So this looks very much like 16 meters. That's craziness. Is there body contact? Like you're allowed to, like in hockey, you're allowed to kill each other. Wow, that is so crazy how big that is. Wow. Well, we learned something today. We learned something. Let's see. The playing surface called the bandy field or bandy rink is a sheet of ice which measures 300 to 360 feet by 148 to 213 feet. Size of a football pitch. So yes, soccer. Whoa. The rules. What are the rules? 11 players. Each team consists of a maximum of 11 players, one of whom must be the goal. Okay, so they have... Okay, cool. Duration. Okay, so is there like penalty warnings and penalties? Oh my God, so they have like cards the same as soccer. Bandy ball, bandy stick, bandy field, protective equipment. Wow, that's really neat. Wow, we went down a rabbit hole, but that was totally worth it. That's so cool. I've literally never heard of this. That's so cool. So anyways, bandy. I forget what I was doing. Oh, right. I did a talk. So the organizing team WordCamp Canada had an amazing idea to do like a workshop track on Contributor Day. I thought that was a really, really great idea. I've been to a lot of Contributor Bid days over the past few years, and people that know how, they just go and they do. And then there's a lot of new folks that are just like maybe unsure, and they kind of get lost either like in the setup phase, or they, once they're set up, they're not really sure where to go, who to talk to and stuff. And so having that alternate track of content for folks that that maybe want to be part of it, but don't know where to start, or maybe get frustrated and want to change gears. So like there was this really like Shanta did some really great stuff on like intro to WordPress, and Jonathan actually talked about like how to contribute. So like these were sort of talks and workshops, right? And I think that it was a great idea. So I did this half-day thing on custom block development. I'm super proud of the title. The first one was called Ain't Nobody Got Time for That, which is the idea is you're busy developers. The other name for this is like a custom block development for busy developers. And then the second part is custom blocks, here's some time for that. I was so proud of that. So proud of that concept. But anyways, so I'm going to share my slides here if you all want to see them. Where's the link? Copy the link. These are the slides. So the idea, and they're public, you can have a go at it. And there's a repository as well in here, which is the accompanying repository for it. So if you want to take a look at this, you can, whatever. But basically the idea is like there's a bunch of stuff that we could talk about, various things, and then like there's like these moments where it's like, okay, just trust me, you don't need to know anymore, and we're gonna move on. So I'm not gonna go through all this stuff. So it goes from like there's command, there's the create block package, and we get into all the files and how blocks you register, and how block JSON works. What else? What have we got in here? And there's these little mini assignments, which is kind of fun. I thought this went really well. I completely over-prepared content, so I ran out of time at the first section, and then we just ended up doing this over the two sections. But the attendees seemed to they were into that, so it was good. It was fun. The other talk that I did was, like I said, the Block Developer Cookbook. That was on the first day. It was fun. I had like 45 minutes, which is way too short. way too short to do the Block Developer Cookbook. So normally what I would do with the cookbook is I would like have everyone vote, and we'd and then we'd work on all of the recipes that we voted on until we ran out of time. So we didn't do that because we just didn't have the time to vote. So I asked the folks in the room, do you want to do like the sort of the short ones and do as many as we can, or do you want to pick one sort of long one and try to finish it? Hey Kev, thank you. Welcome back to you, my good man. And anytime, I'm getting interrupted here. Anytime. There's a delay. I don't know how long it is.
Oh, great. It's Kev XP.
So Stefan Boisvert, who is a friend of mine, and he used to, well, I think everyone knows him. He suggested that we do a short one and then we do a long one. So we did the short one, which was the block bindings, the block cookbook. We did the this one, preset bindings with variations. So we did that one, which went well, and then we jumped all the way down to the bottom and tried to do the interactivity API gallery slider, which we did not have enough time for at all. We didn't even get halfway through it. But the whole thing was like just silly and fun, and with a lot of great questions, and I gave away some swag. I threw some I had some studio shirts, which I'm not wearing today, but I had some studio shirts and some bags, some WordPress.com bags, which were nice. Anyways, and yeah, so it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. The room was packed. I was very excited. So, but there's some other talks I wanted to call out, like, and I don't think if any of them are up except maybe Matt's, but Dave Weiner did a keynote, and it was great. It was so good. He introduced this thing called Wordland, which I'd never heard of before. Let's see, where is it here? So it's Wordland. Dave Weiner. I think it's yes. Wordland.social, I think is what it is. Land.social. There it is. Looked this up yesterday. So this is a cool thing. You can connect. What does that say? So he connected this to WordPress. So now I can use this to like I don't know how to set this up. I have to set this up. I haven't done this at all yet. But he had some pretty cool. This pretty cool demo. It's all like so. He's like the inventor of RSS and podcasting. I don't know if you knew that about him. I need what to do merch. That'd be great, Kev. Anyways, so this was like a posting tool, and he's posting right to the Canada site. Yeah. So if we go to like updates, I think it's in updates, right? So we go latest news, maybe. Maybe not. Where did I see that? I think it was all on the homepage here somewhere. Yeah, so like he posted this. He posted a bunch of stuff, and he's posting it directly from that. It was really, really cool. So he showed us the demo of it. It's this cool, like, it's markup friendly, just for writing. Really neat. He had some really great ideas. He's so quotable. There were 2 quotes in the first like 5 minutes of his talk, and I tweeted it out. It was amazing. The first one was like, I have to find it. I can't remember. I'm going to butcher it. Twitter. Am I logged in here? I am. Let's see. This deep do. Is it this one? No, it was a different one. I'll find it. Don't you worry. I'll find it. Oh, there's me and the fam in Ottawa. Okay, hold on. I can find this. It's in my notification somewhere. Oh boy. Oh. Where is that? Come on. I'll find it here. He's on the, what is this the one? Yeah, we're lit. I don't call it automatic. I don't call it Matt. I don't call it the community. I call it WordPress. Like, that is so quotable. And then you don't need the open part of open web. It's like wet water. Like those are very good quotes. Anyways, he was great. I got to talk to him very, very briefly, like towards the end. He's just a smart, approachable, nice guy. It was very cool. Is water wet? Water is indeed wet, Kevin. Kevin. I got to sit down before the first day to start, and he got there before the half hour. Yeah. I mean, and it's just like he's just talking like he invented podcasting. The idea of if frozen, then it's hard and wet. You're disgusting. This is a very not safe for work. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get banned or something. I just got canceled. I know. I know. You guys are gross. You're gross. What was I going to talk about here? All right. Okay, cool. So yeah. And then, of course, it was a big deal. Everyone was very, very excited that Matt was able to show up. And I have the talk if we all want to watch it.
Thank you so much. Sorry for running a few minutes late. I actually have a little bit of a speech and a little demo thing to start with. So
it's like 45 minutes
just for a few minutes, because I know we wanted to do some Q&A. But first of all, thank you all so much. This is actually, I'm doing an experiment with you, which is I wrote out a little talk.
I don't know if we watched the whole thing.
Actually, it's also on my WordPress right now. So at the end of it, we'll all push publish together. So don't worry if I have lots of notes or anything like that. You don't have to write it down. This will all be there. I need to add the link still, so I'll add.
I might jump to the Q&A. Matt is talking about a lot of great things. Go check it out. I mean, so I wasn't great giving these personal gear from folks. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's horrible. I mean, it would be. I don't know. I don't really know. But there was a question in particular that I was reminded of, and let's see if we can find it. And I think you know the one I'm talking about.
So check. We're actually just kind of on like a version 1 of that whole idea.
It's Philip.
People really love those sheep. We still index the entire web, including audio. Actually, the rate of plugin submission.
A hidden gem. If you haven't encountered Dion.
People making big policy decisions on like we're needing a plugin, and part like accessibility probably breaks some rules.
Please let Nick know that a lot of us.
Okay. So
Oh yeah, Wapoos. Actually, I'm talking to him
Can we
about how
hear
we can
that?
upgrade
Let's
all the
see if I can
Wapoo
put
stuff.
that. Okay.
By the way, y'all have some awesome ones at this event. I got the little swag pack with all the stickers and everything. Like I love how the sponsors have different ones, and there's like you have like 4 or 5 of them. I'm actually gonna put the sticker on my laptop later.
I don't know if
probably
Paul's
the
on, is
WCF
here,
one.
but
So
sorry, I don't know if Paul's here, but he asked a question, and we're gonna hear it in a second, and I'm going to we're gonna settle a dispute here on stream. So just here we go.
keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, Carolina, that was taken out of context. You should watch the whole thing. Matt was absolutely not advocating for like, you know, breaking accessibility rules. He was just talking about some other things. So please watch the whole thing and see it in context. That's a bit of a soundbite. I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea there. Okay.
Great, Paul Bean. I want to talk about Hello Dolly, the plugin.
Oh yeah.
It's in core, shipped with core.
Which, by the way, people try to get rid of because of copyright issues.
Yeah.
There's actually some interesting things we did to get around that and make it fair use.
Should it be removed? Should,
You're asking the wrong guy.
well, it's there because nobody wants to ask you to come in and remove it.
No, they ask me like once a year.
If it stays, perhaps we could redo the description to indicate that it's historic. It was the first plugin, a proof of concept.
I don't think that's a bad idea, personally. I don't think that's a horrible idea. I mean, Hello Dolly, whatever. It's controversial, I guess, and some. I don't know if we all remember this, but the song Hello Dolly, the lyrics are I don't know how to say this tactfully, but basically they're not. They haven't they haven't aged well. Let's put it that way, right? So there's a lot of talk around that, around some of the lyrics and what they mean and stuff. But I don't think it's a horrible idea to just say like, hey, this is like the first plugin, right? They aren't inclusive. I think it's more around like Me Too type stuff. Like I think they're sexist, and I think they're very that stuff, right? Yeah. So I mean, maybe it's not a bad idea to update the description just to kind of say why does this exist, right? Because it's historical, right? And it's like I think it was like the first plugin and stuff. Anyway, so let's continue.
But please don't copy it. It's no longer good code.
I completely disagree with that.
Matt's disagreeing with Paul's statement that it's no longer good code. So let's get into it.
Tell me why it's not good code. Because it doesn't use classes or object orientation, or like why is it bad code? It's not accessible.
Translatable.
It is translatable. It actually goes through the translation functions.
Translation and the strings.
That's not true.
This is true.
Then it was removed because it used to have. It was one of the first things we did the underscore for.
Okay, so if you're not sure what's happening here, Matt is saying, so Paul said one of the reasons why it shouldn't be in there is that it's not translatable, right? The strings. Matt is saying that yes, it is translatable, and then Paul is saying it's no, and yes, and back and forth. And it was a bit of a tennis match, and I was in the room. I was sitting right. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I was sitting right here, watching this whole thing like this, and I was laughing. So let's settle this once for all. I have got VS Code open. I have got Hello Dolly, so we're gonna take a look. So let's look. Okay, so these are all the lyrics for Hello Dolly, and we're splitting it into lines and then randomly choosing a line. Blah blah blah. Just echoes. Okay, so we have this. So all right, so we're doing a printf, and so this is all in here. Okay, and then this is being translated. So quote from Hello Dolly song by Jerry Herman. We've got the lang, and then the chosen line comes from here. So, they're both right. That's my official ruling. Bam! They're both right. Because this is translated, but these don't look like they are actually translated. Which, I guess, makes sense. Like, would you translate song lyrics? Would you translate song lyrics? I don't know. What do we think, chat? What do we think? Yeah, you wouldn't translate lyrics, right? Because they're the lyrics of the song. So, yeah. So, who do we think is right? Thumbs up if we think that Paul was right. Wait, no, hold on. I don't know. Just write Paul or write 1 for Paul, 2 for Matt in the chat. Let's see. We'll make this. Hell no, 50 cents sounds terrible in Romanian. Thank you for this. Ramstein. Well, they did. This is the funniest thing I've read all day. Thank you for that, Ryan. What's Ryan? Du hast. Yeah, but that's not translated. It's you hate. Yeah, but they don't translate it. Oh, really? Interesting. Kevin, you just said my name. Why did you say my name? What's up? Or you wrote my name. You didn't say my name. So they have both versions. I've never heard the English version of Du hast. I've heard the other version. I'm going to put the music back on. But interesting. It sounds very similar. I imagine it would. Anyways, you said type Matt or Paul, but I'm not getting involved. Okay. Well, this is not going to get you canceled. I'm just wondering. I don't know. I think in this case, in the strictest way, Paul is sort of right, because none of these strings are translated, right? But I mean, from a practicality standpoint, you wouldn't, like, not all artists are going to release multilingual versions of their song lyrics, right? But this is actually, where is Paul? Is Paul not here? Come on, Paul. But kudos to Paul for talking to Matt about it, bringing it up, and yeah. So yeah, do we want to watch the rest? Yeah, you can't without removing. I mean, yeah. I think it's very hard. I think you lose context, right? Like if you were to translate that, because there's going to be some slang in here, like feel the room swaying. You're still crowing, like you're still glowing. You're still crowing. You're still going. Like this is definitely slang that's not gonna that won't translate literally and figuratively speaking, right? But the source comes. No, sorry, no. What? I don't think. What are we saying here? Let's spotlight this message. I deal with this case with in so many plugins. My plugin strings are translated, but some sources of data come from outside, Google Analytics, ChatGPT, and it's not. Yeah, not at all. No, I don't. I mean, they should be marked for translation, but. What did he mean by bad code? I'm not really sure what he meant by bad code. I think because he's saying it's not translatable, this is like very much like, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with this, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of stuff written like this, but I don't know. I don't know. If you're on here, I'd love to hear what you have to say about, and it's not to put you on the spot, Paul, at all. Just wondering. I mean, it's not translate. Oh, the other thing is not filterable. I think let's see what else. Here we go.
Well, let's look it up later. But it's not true that no one's ever asked me. It does get asked about once a year. There's lots of issues on the bug tracker about it. And if there's ways to improve it, like make it translatable, I think that's great. And I know people have actually used that before to also just change the lyrics, to like put different songs in there, different things they want to say.
Yeah, when it becomes translatable, the polyglots are going to have real fun with the translation strings.
Yeah, but they don't have to, right? That's the fun thing.
Then look forward to patches then, I think.
Now, what I don't want to do is I don't want to make it like super complicated. So I know we did something like we moved it to a subdirectory. It actually just used to be a single file. So there have been some minor upgrades there, but the whole idea is to show how easy it is to use the actions and filter system inside of WordPress.
That I do agree with. That I think is a really good point. That I hadn't thought about this. It shows just how easy it is to extend WordPress. Like this whole file is what, 100 lines, 106 lines, and you're injecting it all over the place, right? Like I think that's a really, really good use case for why this should stay. I also agree with Paul that like maybe we should, in the description, talk about this is a plugin that is meant to it does a silly thing that you can get rid of, but it shows how easy it is to extend WordPress. I think that's very, very cool. The LUP, what are you talking about? What do you mean by this? Lyrics not translatable equals bad code. You're saying that's what you feel or what Paul feels? Is that what you mean? Yeah, the thing is, this doesn't inject anywhere in the content. Oh, yeah, sorry, yes. I agree. That I think that's what Paul is also meaning. I think, what did Kevin say? Yeah, modern version for a block plugins, maybe a new song. So the only thing that we could do here is put it into the slot system. Because this injects, if we look at this, where am I here? Studio, admin, sure. What? Yes. Whatever. Advanced. Proceed. Be gone with you. What? I set that up with SSH. Anyway, okay, whatever. Plugins. Install plugins. Let's see. So we activate Hello Dolly, which I've actually never... Oh, there we go. You're still glowing. You're still crowing. We go in the posts. I think it just sticks things in here. Well, does it do anything with the... I have literally never enabled this plugin ever. So I think the only thing that we would be able to do here is add slots. Add it to, like, you know, you could put one in here. We could put one up, not up there. You know? Yeah. The slot on the top here, you know. But there's not really a block. Unless we wanted to create a block that inserted like a random a song lyric. Which isn't really a bad... Well, you know, I don't know. People can hate it. They can absolutely hate it. But you could add some JavaScript to insert this into a couple of slot fills. But I don't know if it needs a block. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe a new song. Oh my God, what song? What song? Well, clearly it has to be Golden by Huntrix, which has been permeating my life forever. And this is a hill that I will die on. I really like the music from K-pop Demon Hunters. It's amazing. It is so much fun. And if you don't like it, deal with it. I'd play it for you, but we will get... You can't play... What WordPress doc? Mitch Hedberg said, you can't please all the people all the time. This is very true. And yesterday, all the people, I heard one song. Yeah, it's catchy as all get out, man. It's good stuff. My kids listen to it all the time. Yeah. Oh, he said it about his show. Yeah. We're at my WordPress doc. Oh, I get it, yeah. No, I know who Mitch Hedberg was, but I wasn't sure if you were talking about it. I'm too literal today. I'm very literal. Everything is... literal. Really cool thing just got released with the latest version of Studio. So if you're familiar with blueprints, you can use blueprints to spin up new sites, which is so cool. Now, do I have a blueprint on my... I do. Let's grab this blueprint. My setup. I'm going to just download this. Can I just download this? I'm just going to download the raw file. Download. So what you can do here, I'll show you what this looks like. So this looks like this. It's very, very, I'm going to open this in VS Code so you can actually take a look. This is really, really cool stuff. So what all this is doing, I'm going to install a plugin. I'm going to create, basically I'm creating a plugin for my repository, and then I'm telling it where to get the stuff from, where to get the code from. So what this will do for me is if I'm in Studio and I go into Add Site, and I go start from a blueprint. You can choose one of these blueprints. There's a development one. I'm not really sure. Oh, so we can preview it, which is so cool. I think this installs a bunch of like maybe query loop. I don't know, the query monitor, debug bar, stuff like that. Stuff that you would use for WordPress development. Quick start. This is an e-commerce one, but you can use your own. So you can say choose blueprint file. I'm gonna go into my downloads, grab this, grab that, continue. Bagoop. This is call it Ain't Nobody. Custom blocks for busy developers. This is what that is. Developers. Go to my advanced settings. I'm gonna go use custom domain. Enable HTTPS. Maybe I didn't do that last time. Hit that. It's gonna ask me to do a thing here. I'm gonna hit that. So what this is going to do is it's going to set up a site, and it's going to enable that plugin and bring it all down, and I'll be able to work on it locally. So if I go to if I open this up in VS Code, you can see inside of content, inside of plugins, I've got custom blocks for busy developers, which is amazing. So it's a really great way of like sharing setup stuff. So now, like, we've all used Playground before to set things up, but now you can use it to spin up local environments, which is really cool. And you can do some really complicated things with it. Like what I'm doing is very, very, very simple. Why is this doing this? Huh. Weird. It shouldn't be doing that. I gotta figure that out. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyhow. So yeah, so you can see we've got our install plugins. It's automatically enabled. So it's very, very, very handy. Very handy. Yeah. Cool. So now that we settled the age-old our argument, what else did I want to talk about WordCamp Canada? I saw a really great talk. Brian Cords did a really great talk on using AI for developer documentation. Brian is from WooCommerce. I don't know if he has slides or anything for that, but that was a good talk. You can hopefully find it on WordPress TV when it's up there. Yeah, and then there was Matt's thing, obviously. And then I saw a really great one by Austin Atkinson, who I didn't know prior to this, but it was in the interactivity API for Common DOM interactions. It was a great talk. He showed a lot of really great things. The Australian Soccer League was something that he was working on. So it's right here. And this is a demo. This was built entirely using the interactivity API. And it's really cool. There's a lot of data in here, so you can switch around in the weeks. You can see what teams. Like, it's pretty sophisticated. I want to look at some of the... Oh, come on now. Why would you go there? You're just wrong. I want you here. That's what I want. So let's see. So this looks like this is the context. That is a ton of context. Woo! Am I distorting the microphone? No, I'm good. Okay. So that's very cool that they're doing all this. Interactivity, matches, callbacks. So he's got, yeah. So, yeah. I would check this out. I'm looking for what? I see some console errors. What's that about? Can I use in? I don't think that's. What is this? Let's look at your code. What is that? Oh, this is something else. This is my ramp extension. Anyways, it's my extension that's causing that issue, not his code, not their code. I shouldn't say it's his code. I'm sure he wrote a lot of it. But anyways, it was very, very cool. I would go in there and check it out. Did I drop the link? No, I did not. Go in here and have a look. I'm looking for really great examples, like real world examples. Yeah, totally. You're gonna have 1 million pounds of context. I'm doing a talk on interactivity API in the end of November at WordCamp Sophia. So I wanted to get some really great examples of like production level stuff, because there's a lot of cool. There's the movies demo, which is great and it's really, really neat. But I wanted to see things that like people are actually working on. So I was speaking with Austin. So I'm going to show this one, and then Michael Terry from XWP has something he's been doing for GatherPress that he said he was going to send me. I'm going to take a look at that. So yeah, so if y'all know of anything that is really, really cool, Bad Dude, can you share anything? Like, do you have anything that's like public? Because I'd love to show just like, here's like some cool examples, even if it's just like a quick screenshot of me doing it or like a video. Like, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Well, send it to me when it's live, because I'd love to see it. Because like I said, we need more real world examples of like cool things that can be done, and just like how far we can push it. Like, this is pretty crazy, the amount of data that they are pushing through this app. Like, there's the women's league and the men's league. Very, very cool. Lots of stuff going on. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I don't know what. There was a bunch of other stuff. I had a great time. The hallway track for me was probably the best. There were so many people that I hadn't seen in a long time that I saw again. I got to hang out with Mike Corkum, who's a great guy, works with Troy. I showed him Playground, WordPress Playground, which he'd never seen before, and it blew his mind. He was like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." So we were talking about like end-to-end testing, like, you know, because Troy and Mike work on like they work for Carlton, and they basically handle it all, and there's a ton of stuff. So Mike was saying that he wanted to get some tests and stuff, right? So I showed him what I'd done for.
You made a wise choice, my friend.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Who's that? A Context? Nice. A Context. Speaking of context, thanks for the follow. Yo. A Context. First time chat. First time yo. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I showed him the, so what I'd done with like my fixture for Playground, and then using it with the, well, maybe I'll just show you instead of talking about it. So in my advanced query loop, in my end-to-end tests, I did this fixture for Playground. Well, actually, this is a class. So this is just using the Playground CLI. It's going to spin up an instance. It's two methods. One is like to init it. The other one is to clean it up. And then in my fixtures, is it here? Yeah. What I did was I extended the base fixture, the good old WordPress. Yeah, I wear this every week. I just realized that. I wear it like literally every week. So I wash it sometimes. Anyways, so what this is doing is this is actually extending the fixtures that Playwright has, and then which I'm actually pulling it in. I'm pulling in the fixtures from somewhere. Where am I doing this? Yeah. So I'm adding in all the editor, page utils, admin, and selector stuff. And the reason I'm doing that is because this package, the nice happy camper. These are very helpful utilities to be able to navigate around, insert blocks and stuff like that. So what I wanted to do. You got banned from 2 different servers because you didn't update WordPress. Is that what you're saying? A Context. I love WordPress, but because of it, I got banned from 2 different server providers because I had it running and didn't update it. Huh. Interesting. Yes, I know, Kev. Kev always has improvements to my code. I'm starting to get a little offended by it. He has a much cleaner way of doing this, but this is just a thing that I showed him because what I want, and this is how I could figure it out. So leave me alone. Basically, what I wanted to be able to do was call these things like visit admin page, set preferences, that sort of stuff, and then also be able to call Playground. So have a Playground object that I can call things on. Yes, Kevin. Let's look at Kevin's code. Request login. All right, so example spec. So this is, yeah, so you're logging in. Tester flag not logging in manual. Okay, so request utils. So where are you setting? Oh, is this, no. Where are you setting it up, Kev? Right here? No. Yeah, but you're using Playground for this as the Playwright config. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so your Playwright config. Let's look at that. So okay, so you're defining config, and you're just setting up that stuff. That's cool. Okay. So your web server. Okay, so you're running it that way in your web server. That's cool. And then, oh shoot, where'd I go? And then testaroos here. So then this loads the blueprint. Insert block. But this is running in Playground, and you don't. How are you managing the line 19 starts the server of the Playground test? Yeah, Playground config, right? Well, this is definitely easier if this works. 19, right? Here? No. What are you talking about? Not there. That's Webpack config. Dope. Playground config. Line 19, right? Yeah, so this is your, okay, so you're using the CLI auto mount, blueprint, port, internal cookie store, login, false. All right, well, maybe this is probably a lot easier then. This would be a lot easier to set up. I probably don't need to do it this way. This is the way that I was doing it. Interesting. I want to show this too, because I was working with one of the engineers from the Playground team to kind of get this working. But I might be like, this is what I have. And so he's like, let's get this working. You want to refactor this? I'll refactor your face. That's what I'll do. All right. Let's see. Let's refactor this. Let's do live refactors. Feature refactor E2E. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. We're going to take all Kevin's code and we're going to make this work. Okay, so Kevin's looks like this. So let's see. So tester is, okay. Yep. Retries, okay. Workers, yep. Reporter, HTML. Use base. Okay, so you're defining, okay. Okay. So really, I should start with this. I'm going to plunk that in there. See what this does. So playground server URL is, the URL is going to match this URL, right? Base URL, base. Yes, port. All right, fine. We're going to do coding, proper coding. Wow, grab that. So it's going to be this port. Why are you using that port? Not that it's wrong or anything, just wondering. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm just going to use that port for now. So this, so if I just run this, what fixtures are you using, Kev? Let me just take a look here. Block starter, tests, example spec. I'm just gonna let's grab that. Paste this in here. What's it looking? What do I have to change it? Is it just looking in test? I can't remember. No, is it just looking in tests? Where am I here? Does it just look in the test folder? So if I pull this stuff out, I'm gonna say old. If I just pull this stuff and put it into old. Let's see what happens here. And then I go package. You have to set to. Oh, in here, tester. There we go. So I'm going to set it to tests, right? That's what I'm going to want. So it should just look inside a test. npm run test. What is it called? Test end to end. What? npm not found. I don't know. Node installed? Okay. nvm use. Okay, and sorry, nvm install. This is literally a brand new computer, so I'm like finding all these things that I have not set up yet. Okay, come on now. Okay, and we're gonna run. Where is that? We'll run that. Okay, so CLI command not found. Do you maybe? Oh, you know what? I don't think I installed it. I probably need to install it. That's probably what I need right there, right? Install. Can you see that? Okay. Install. Bam. Forgot to lie. I think that's the problem. Oh no. I didn't change the blueprint. That's probably part of it. Let's see. Test. Boop. Blueprint.
Oh great, it's thrown you error.
Hey, throw new error. Well, it's not running because Playground CLI is not found. So I'll have to add that first. And then I did not change the blueprint. So I got where in the playwright config it's looking for a blueprint somewhere, right? Test blueprint JSON. I'm gonna add it here, new file, blueprint.json. Yeah, no, I know. No, I think I have a blueprint somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I don't. But oh, I think I'm passing it in here somewhere. Where am I passing it? I'm passing it somewhere. And the HQL fixtures. Yeah, blueprints. So there it is. Blueprints. Right in here. So maybe I'll just use that one. Actually, this has got to go from tests. So I'm gonna do that. That should be that one. I don't think I need this now. So delete. Is this thing still running? What the deuce? Okay. Okay. Process from config web server was not able to start exit code. Okay. Web server. The binary in Node modules? Is that what we're talking about here? Oh, NPX? All right, let's try that. What the deuce? Yep. Exactly. Playground CLI. Did I install the wrong package? Did I install the wrong package, Kev? Let's look. No, oh, 3. Oh, is it already there? I think I might need to update the package. Let's look. I think I had an old version. Let me just, oh my God. Let's look in here. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll get rid of this. npm install. Yeah, that would probably be a better way of doing it. You know what? I'm going to delete it. I'm going to get rid of package lock. I'm going to get rid of node modules. And we'll just delete it all. And then we'll just run it again. Okay. Install. Yeah. All right. Let's get rid of the NPX. That'll just take a few minutes. Oh, we have no music playing. That's why it sounds like there's no music playing. You don't see that? Okay, yeah, you can. So how are you? So, Kev, well, this is spinning, which is taking forever. I don't know why. You're not. Oh, okay, it's still running. But you're not actually like starting and removing instances of Playground every time. Is it a single instance? Is that the deal? Right? It's just always running the same one every time, or every test is spinning up a new instance? Because that's why I went with this, so I could like create one, and then I could close the connection. So it's a single instance for every test. Okay. And you've not run into any weirdness that way? I think for me, the idea was like I wanted to have one, a clean one. I wanted to run my thing, run the test, and then I want to tear it down and I want to run it again. That's basically it. Yeah, so that's what this is doing, right? This just closes the server entirely. It gets rid of everything. Oops. Let's see what happens here. Blueprint file does not exist. Tests NTE blueprints. Oh, is that because I have? So this is running. Where is it? Oh, can I do this? Can I do that? Let's see. Oh, I gotta go to one more. Oh, that seems better. Okay, so when executing blueprint step 1, activate plugin path. Failed with execute 25 require once failed knows. So what is my ETE blueprint doing? It's not really a lot that it's doing there. Okay, it's weird. The blueprint. Oh wait, I'm already there. Okay, so this is. I'm gonna get rid of the blueprint just for now. And just see if that works. Okay. This should give me the UI. I don't think WordPress is actually loading. What is this? Okay. Okay. Why is my VS Code not running again? Come on, VS Code. All right. So this is weird. Okay, so let's try running this again. So it doesn't want to run. And I don't know why. It's just, this says loading. Okay, so if I put this back, I put the, what have I done here? Ah, crap. Kevin, you broke it. Drag it. Okay, let's turn the UI part off. Let's see what happens when we do that. Okay, this is throwing errors. All right, so I'm gonna put this back here. We're gonna see what this does. I don't know why that would change anything. I'm still gonna probably get this error here. I don't think Word. Oh, I'm gonna turn this off. False. I wonder if that's. These are warnings. These are fatal errors. Okay. Weird. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this stuff back, and I'm going to set my config back. I'm just gonna get rid of this portion for now, because I don't really know if this is working. I mean, it should be. Okay, well, that's just, none of this is working. Why has this failed? Connection refused. Oh. Oh, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Why? You shouldn't have to do that. That's, yeah, you shouldn't have to do that. That's interesting. I've never seen this. I'm gonna ask the playwright team about, not the playwright team, the playground team about this a little bit, because this seems like you shouldn't have to do that. Basically, is what I'm saying. So let's see and whatnot. Port 889, is that the port I was using? I think it was. What is this? Okay. So this. Okay, so the only other thing was, I think I had to have a trailing slash there. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. See what this does. So, okay. Get primary PHP. Oh! I wonder if because the version I'm using is... This is probably all changed now. Oh. These are all gonna fail because I don't think any of this. Oh yeah, that's Kev's thing. So we're gonna. I'm gonna delete this for now. Delete. Boom. And I think the other problem is that in here, I don't think this is accurate anymore. What is this? Did this change or something? Oh, it doesn't have any types. Okay, that's not what that's yelling about. But this seems to be all. What do we have? PHP request handler. So this is, why is this yelling at me? This is saying that like so this dot handler. So maybe this is all changed in the new version. So I think I have to go playground. Where is the thing? No, okay, no. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. God, they keep changing stuff. Documentation. So let's go for developers. Let's go API reference. Let's go to client. Overview. This is helpful. Let's see. So in here, playground. So I'm calling server Okay, server.request CLI server. Oh my lord. This doesn't really, this is not very helpful. Okay, so CLI server. So this is telling me that this is wrong? Maybe there's better developers. There we go. So Playground APIs. Let's go to the okay, so this is PHP. Nope. CLI server. Run CLI. Okay. Using the run CLI function. So this is what I want. Okay, so setting a blueprint. That's what I'm doing. Loading blueprints, mounting folders manually. Where are we getting login from? From blueprints. Okay. I'm pulling that from blueprints. All right. Login step. Okay, so let's go steps. Let's look at API. No, shorthand references. God, really? Login. So there's no. Huh, this is not very clear. Let's see. So if I'm going to put this back. I'm going to just revert this. Take it back. And then, what else are they doing here? No. Okay, that needs to go away. Discard file. Yeah, so you're doing this using the utils, right? And maybe that's what we can do. Because that's what I'm doing here. I'm getting this so I can log this, right? And the handler. Like maybe I don't need this part. Maybe I can log it in like a different way. Let's run this. I didn't. Not logged in. Okay, so I have to log in. So then in the playground, no, I have to use this in the basic spec, and it'll be init. Oh, but it won't be. Wait. So what are you running? You're. Oh, that's what you're doing. Yeah, there's a disconnect here because it shouldn't be that hard. Like, if I dump node modules and I bring back, where's package lock, and I delete this and I just reinstall my old version. I'm wondering if this is just a version issue. That's the utils. Yeah. So the utils package is like pretty powerful, right? That's what we want. But I wanted to be able to connect it to this. This. I a lot of stuff going on here. Clearly, I need to get some types in there, which I've not done. Like this is what we want, right? Like we wanted min.login. Yeah, no. Well, I want to see. I'm going to update it, but I don't. What I want to do is check to see if this is, if the issues that I'm running into is because it's out of date, and if it's out of date, I can just figure it out from there. Like if these tests run, and then it's it's probably just an API update. This seems to be running better. Did I? No, hold on. Sorry, I need to put that back. Let's put the UI in there so we can see what's going on here. So if I run this test. Oh, what's that? All right, you know what? Hold on a second. Just hold on a quick second here. I'm going to just stash this stuff. And I'm going to... I'm just going to stash all that, set it back, because I need a baseline to see if this is actually running. Because if it's not running, then maybe I have other issues here. Like maybe I'm running in the wrong version of Node, which could be the wrong version of Node. Do I have an MVMRC in here? I do. Okay. Okay, so npm run. Let's run this test. Now let's see. Time to ditch ESLint. All right, so I'm just going to run this basic specs test. What? I did install that. Oh, maybe I didn't install it globally. Did I install it globally like a chump? Like a chump? Like a chump. Hey. All right, so let's do that. Oh, that needs to stop. Biome.js is the new linter. It's what the cool kids are running. Like a chump. Hey. You're welcome. This is not K-pop Demon Hunters. come on now. Why is this taking so long? Oh, okay. That's... What have I done here? What is this? Yeah, we're going to just revert that. Okay. That's good. Okay, so that's a better... Cookie. I did it all for the cookie. Don't you get me canceled. Oh, tests are running. Tests are running. Okay, so tests work with this setup. So something has changed. Okay, so those all run. This is just like on trunk. So if I check out the other thing and run the same thing, this should still work because I haven't added any of this stuff. Okay, so this is still running. So I want to stash, apply stash. This is just gonna finish and then I'll just apply the stash and go from there. There you go. So apply that. So what does this do? Okay, I'm gonna just actually revert this because I don't care about that right now. We're gonna run it now. Boom, boom. Let's see what happens. Okay. So that seems to be an issue. Define. Weird. Okay. Undefined. So what is undefined? That's the thing. I don't know what is undefined here. Oh, that's undefined, you dope. You idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, so what are we doing here? So we're basically the only... Okay, so I'm not really making any changes here at this point. Okay, so that I can revert that. I don't care about that. Discard that. Okay, so now if I run the same thing, if I go into the playwright config, and I add... Okay, I'm gonna make one change at a time here. I'm gonna add back in what Kevin so gracefully has given us. If I can find, that's it. I'm going to add this web server doodad back in here. We're going to do this. So, but the blueprints are not going to be there. They're going to be in out1, out2 underscore blueprints, and it's going to be and2 in blueprint.js. Okay, so this should hopefully, I don't know what this is going to do. Okay, process from config that web server was not able to start. Okay, so CLI command is not found. So if I run it with npx, okay, so it's not there. Okay, so this is where things started to fall apart. So the playground CLI server command comes from a different version of that package, right? That's what we figured out. So if I go to npm, what is it? At WordPress. No, what the hell is it called? That's it. So this is the latest version. Okay, so maybe what I'll... Okay. I did not install it. No, I didn't update. So it's the old one. So the old one is still there. So I need to update that. That's where this is starts to fall apart. I need to update to the latest. So in my package, so I'm still running this version, and I need to run whatever the version is that you're running in somewhere. Not in there. Get out of here. Get out of here. Not there. Not there. Starter in your playwright or in your package JSON. There's a version in there that we need to grab. Yeah, it's not wanting to run locally though. So because this is just saying it's not working, right? So I don't have it installed. So whatever is in the CLI, that server does not exist. So if I npm install that now, hopefully. All right, so we're back to the same issue that you had before, right? So you had to load this. Oh, like if I just run, like you're saying run this? Just run that whole thing? Because it doesn't seem to want to do that. And of course the port's not going to be right. What, 8889, oops. All right. So that command's not found, so it's not in there. I don't know why it's not in there, but it's not. And even if I go like npx, I'd have to run it a different way because the package is like, what is the name of the package? Oh, wplayground.cli. It's not WordPress CLI, sorry. Right? Oh. All right. Thanks, the lup. Good seeing you. Okay, so it's saying that doesn't exist. So if I just run this without that blueprint, let's see what happens. I don't know what this is going to do. Maybe it'll spin something up. Okay, so that's spinning it up. So let's go no modules. Yeah. So it's running right here. So that's the site. It's working. So the bin is not, so in the bin in here? It's right there. Yeah. So you got this working, Kev, by adding that. Where's that plugin? You added in the blueprint, right? In your tests, you have this setup plugin that you have to do. Right. So in your blueprint, I'm assuming you're loading this. Where are you mounting that though? That's... Are you doing this? No. Oh, because you put it in test, it's the... Huh, okay. All right. Well, I mean... what you have set up is certainly simpler. Like, you know, I have all this stuff going on, which I don't really necessarily need, I guess, but... yeah, so I need to figure out why it's like... why it's failing with the new... Like, there's no PHP handler, I think is what the problem is. I think it's telling me everything's undefined. Yeah, so it's just failing all together because the server is doing a thing here. So I mean, if I run it, if I go like npx at, or I don't know, was it playground CLI, right? If I run it that way, do I still get? Does it know what's? So it's still not working. Oh, because I'm not loading that thing. I'm still not loading the file though. Okay, so here's the thing. This shouldn't, like that load file is such a fundamental WordPress file that it should not be doing this. Like you shouldn't have to load WP load. You shouldn't have to require that. And the problem here, it's trying to find it, but it can't find it. It's trying to load that file, but it's busted. And there's my dryer. I don't know if you heard that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna reach out to the Playground team and ask about this and see, because this setup would be way easier to do, right? Without, you know, and this assuming all of the other fixtures, like assuming that, where am I here? Like we wouldn't need to add anything to just use this stuff, because this is really what we want. Like this is doing sort of a similar thing that you're doing, I think, in your setup script, right? Like like your welcome guide, all this stuff. I'm doing this at the beginning of this test using these things. So leave it with me. I'm gonna have to. I'm pretty much. We're sort of easy to load it and confirm. Yeah. I feel my gut is telling me that doing it this way is loading something in a particular way that it shouldn't, and I just need to figure that out, because it works without the blueprint. It works. Hold on. You know what? It did work without the blueprint there. So like these tests will all fail. But something about, maybe it's my blueprint. Okay, I'm gonna run the UI so we can see what's going on here. Is it? Oh well, I guess the tests don't run. Weird. Okay. So. In Slack, in the Make Slack, there is a no, not an activity API. There is a playground room. So this is probably the best place to get at them, because you'll see Adam Zielinski's in there, Philippe Sintra, who's like their DevRel guy. He's in there. So I would recommend WordPress Slack jumping in there. That's probably the best way to do it. I'm gonna have to like show someone this so they can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, cool. All right. Well, as usual, Kevin, thanks for sharing your code, and I will see if what we're doing here seems a bit convoluted, but Maybe it could just be the way that the CLI is set up. I don't know. And it looks like there's been some changes since like the latest version. So I have to look into all that and see what's up. Yes. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Appreciate it as usual. Go and check out all of Matt's AMA at WordCamp Canada, and I will talk to you all like next week and stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me. Talk